This is DJI Action 3. I've been using DJI Action 2. I'm actually filming it with the DJI Action 2 here. The 3, I've used it for one full day, like a whole day. I made bread, so that's a whole day thing where I'm having to turn the camera off and on and change angles, show stuff, and whatever. So this has held up really well. The camera that I'm using right now works incredibly well. It's super easy. It's just one and go, and then it'll show you the screen. The nice thing about this, the big difference between that and this screen turns on automatically, and this screen is huge. Look how big the framing is. You can't really see it that well, but the framing on this is really large. It allows you to really see where you're at and get really good framing. This one you can do, but the screen is a little bit smaller for some reason. I think you can mess around with the settings on that one, but so far this is going to be like the default. Either I'm going to buy basically the same setup for the DJI 2 that I have for the 3, and those will be like vlogging setups. So small mic. This is a Rode. I don't even know if they make this. I don't think they make this anymore. I think third parties do this now, because Rode they want you to buy a bigger one. Anyway, Rode mic attached via USB-C. I just bought an adapter, USB-C adapter. It's the same one I use for DJI Action 2. So I use the same one for 3. It works great. You hook it onto here. It attaches via USB-C and enhances the audio greatly. The audio on this is good, but obviously it's not going to be great because these are all waterproof mics. So they're a little bit tinny at times and a little bit muffled. Loom Cube, it's the same one I have. I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get another one because I need one so I can have both cameras. Because if you don't put a light with this camera, or this camera for that matter, the video quality goes down. Because this is like really meant to be like an outdoor camera, and sunlight is the best, biggest, brightest light that there is, period. So this is a setup. I put it on this clamps. I bought these clamps before. I really like them. They're the Dincum systems. They have a nice big clamp that's easy to grab. I bought an arm so I can put these on, and the actual setting. The one that comes with DJI, it's all plastic, except for the rare earth magnets that are in there that allow it to attach. Not great, because I just see that cracking and breaking at some point. I bought a third-party one that's all aluminum, and of course I have the aluminum screws and a mount on it. If you don't use the aluminum ones, the plastic ones will break eventually. It's better just to buy the aluminum. They're not much more expensive. I think maybe $1, maybe the same price, since if you can get a good deal somewhere. And you have to do a lot to break them. You probably could break them, but you would have to really try. So this is a vlog setup. You have everything you need. You can make this smaller. I just have it this size because I just keep it around the house. When I have it on DJI Action 2, everything is on the actual case itself. Whereas there aren't any third-party cases for this. It came with this, but it's again a plastic case. It is allowed to mount vertically. Yeah. When third parties start making them in aluminum, like they do with the rest of them, I'll buy a case for it, like I did for this DJI Action 2. So far, this has been okay. The battery life on this was really impressive. I was able to record about 45 minutes of video over the course of a day, or it's about an hour. I get about an hour of video and then I compress it down to about 15 minutes of the stuff you actually need to see. At the last thing I shot this morning, when I cut the bread open and I give it a try, it was finally down below 20%. So battery life on this thing is really great. Audio with the mic is pretty perfect for a small camera, and you gotta have a light. You gotta have a light with these things. Otherwise, if you're shooting outside, you're fine, obviously. But if you don't, getting a little Loom Cube light like this This is probably the most expensive part of the whole. Well, no, the mic is. This is not cheap. It's like $70, but it'll last all day, and it makes this video look really nice. And that's the same thing I use for the. If you want to see me shoot more videos on the 2, go to the bread videos, sourdough bread loaves. I have a bunch of them. I think all of them I shot on this, so that's that's easy to check out. The latest. If you go to bread loaf 29, which by the time it'll probably be out soon. It's all shot on this. I'm gonna start shooting most of everything on this, just so I have a good comparison and I have numbers to look at, and I can say, oh well, this is this and this is that. But as far as use goes and everything, this thing is great. Somebody mentioned like autofocus. I never had that issue because I was pulling things close to the camera, and with like virtually instantly you can see stuff clearly on it. So you'll see that in the other videos. But as far as just like overall usage, this thing, this is the DJI Action. This is the first one. This thing is really great. They somehow improved it more. So this is great. If you're on the fence about getting it, I would get this before I got anything else. If you're looking for the action camera, GoPros suck. All of them suck now. I don't trust them anymore. These are pretty perfect and pretty rock solid, and you're gonna have to mess up yourself to make this not work. At least so far, I haven't had any issues. But like I said, I've done 2 videos with it so far, and they've both been great. So DJI Action 3, after a week, I think I'm incredibly happy with it.